Jesse's trike. We brought the engine and suspension setup in. We have it leveled. It's leveled forwards and aft. It's also leveled crossways. And it's at what we believe to be pretty close to what the ground clearance is going to be. Set up. So now what I'm going to do, actually might be a little weird, but what I'm going to do is basically just kind of lay down, get a carpet, lay down over there and study the underside of this and kind of figure out what I want to do with the frame, kind of see where I want it to go and all of that. So we are ready to start on the frame construction, but I got to think about it first for a while, and that's always a good thing. You always got to think about what you're going to do, otherwise you wind up redoing shit over and over again. So that's it for today, for now, for this morning. Alright, crunching peanuts. Alright, the first thing we do, first thing I do, is to make sure that the two frame bottom rails are bent exactly the same and that they're the exact same length. That's uber important, that they're exactly the same. And even if you got to go back and forth chop saw and just keep working on it till you get them exactly the same. Now, I determine the length by basically measuring off of that trike from, where did I measure from? I measured from the back seat, where the back seat is, all the way up to the pedals. The pedals are always in a constant that's always the same no matter what. They're always the same place. So we know that we need that much room to fit two people, and then. So then, come back here, and we set the back seat. We set the back seat up. Whoa, it's falling off. So that we have enough room behind the back seat. I set it up so the back seat, you have enough room for the exhaust system to go down and out, and also enough room, plenty of room for the radiator and to get in there, because the radiators are going in front of the motor on this particular scooter. So we have plenty of room there. And then we just measure from where we calculate the rear seat mount is going to be. It's right down there someplace. And then run forward and take the same measurement that we had on the other trike out there, and that's how we figure it out. We know some certain things are for certain, and we use those to transfer to this application. So, and I've decided to make this a straight frame, not an A-frame, because General Motors, in their infinite wisdom, the cross pieces of their frame are not equal on one side. They put a cutout down there for the exhaust system to go out and under, and so that makes the frame not the same on that side to that side. So we're just going to have a straight frame and deal with it. So okay, that's it. Now into the jig. I'm going to put the two frame rails into my regular standard frame jig and tack them up, see what they look like, and build the frame. When I'm done basically building the basic frame, the bottom rails, then I will set them underneath this, and set them underneath this, where this, the GM, the Pontiac, will sit on top of my frame. And that's how I do it. I don't care how you do it. Alright, so I nailed in the first cross piece. We have to do all the finish welding, but it is nailed in pretty good. This one goes right here, and this angle iron on the back here will tie everything together, and give us a better welding surface when we put it underneath the carrier there. This one here, this piece here, goes right underneath, right there where that yellow block is. This goes right under there, so I can get the maximum amount of framework to connect to that. This one here, I haven't welded it yet, is 20 inches behind the pedals. I measured that one out there. That one out there was 26 inches behind the pedal. 22 inches. That one out there, that one out there is 22 inches behind the pedal. This one's 20 inches behind the pedal because Jesse is shorter. So we're going to have the shifter will be mounted right here, and the frame is going to come down here too. So you have to mount this so it's not in the way of the shifter, but it can be used by the shifter plate. If it's too far back, then it's in the way. All right. And up here, these are the pedals. And on this particular scooter frame, because it's different, it's 99 inches. 99 inches from there to the other end. So, and everything is taken off of these marks, because this is a constant, a frame constant. It's always the same, no matter what the rest of the frame looks like. This is always the same, and in the same place. All right, Jesse's frame, I just finished welding the bottom up, flipped it over, and each cross member is in a specific place according to what needs to go where in the frame. So actually this space here, the gas tank is going to go between these two cross members, and it'll come up there once the frame is flipped over. Okay. Okay, got the bottom of the frame welded and smoothed up, and I just preliminarily set it up here, and just kind of looking at it and studying it, and you know, as my framework goes all the way to the back there. It goes all the way to the back wall. And so we're going to set the frame down on this frame, their frame on my frame, and see what happens. We're going to have to figure out some measurements, get it all straight and lined up. So that's tomorrow, because it's late. I'm tired. Good night.